Hey everyone, this is Endgame Arts. We're doing another Let's Talk Gaming. This kind of episode will not be kind of a one set subject of talking about a subject. Because I've had quite a few people ask me questions and asking me for my opinion for certain subjects. Now this video will mostly consist of Nintendo related stuff, and because as we all know, there's been a lot of stuff about Nintendo as of late. It seems like the Nintendo month for a lot of people, and well, I just wanted to touch on a few subjects that some people wanted me to talk about, and frankly was being asked a lot about my opinion on them. And we'll just talk about the big elephant in the room that everyone knows what this video is going to be about, and that's Pokemon Go. Now, before I even start this, no, I have not played Pokemon Go. And no, I will not do a Let's Play of Pokemon Go, which has been asked of me to do. First of all, why I have not played it and why I won't do a video of it is because I don't own a cell phone. I've never owned a cell phone my entire life. I don't still see a reason to own a cell phone even to this current day. I know that people seem to have cell phones and they think that just everyone should have it by now and think everybody has one. Well, I don't. And I will not be buying one to play Pokemon Go. So, there you go. Now, whether about Pokemon Go, well, look, I'm happy that people were actually getting up and playing and being communalized and talking about certain things, and I'm glad that that name Pokemon Go was being successful. I mean, why should I hate it? But other than that, frankly, I'm just upset that no one's emphasizing on the fact that it's broken, it's got a lot of flaws, and it's glitchy, it's causing blue screens I've even seen on cell phones and stuff like that, and it's got a lot of flaws, and people seem to be ignoring this, and I guess if the game is fun, then yeah, I guess, but why do we somehow blame other games when they're broken and unusable, and we frankly just want to just pan that game all to hell? I think that's wrong, that we are being hypocritical about treating Pokemon Go as if it's not obligated to be a working game like every other game. That's my only really problem with it, is that Pokemon Go should not be in praise as much for being a broken game. It's a fun game, I get it, and it brings communities, and I'm happy for that, and I'm happy for Nintendo releasing such a game, and it brings in so many people, but I will not forgive a broken game, no matter even if it's free. This is from a AAA game company. They should have done better, and this is not forgivable. That's my only thing about Pokemon Go. Whether you play Pokemon Go or you're into Pokemon Go, I'm happy for you, but I will not be playing it. I have no interest in playing it. I grew up with Pokemon. I watched the episodes just like all of you, but I still don't understand why people even care about Pokemon. Now, I have the games, I have, like the Pokemon Battle Revelations and stuff like that, I've played it and everything, Pokemon, it's a something. I don't see the big appeal of it. I'm sorry. As I've said before in a couple of my videos, I grew up with Digimon. Digimon is my most favorite franchise of that formula, and even if the Digimon released a version like Pokemon Go, or it just was as popular, I still wouldn't care about Digimon in that field. So I'm sorry to disappoint anybody who wanted me to talk about praise about Pokemon Go, or wanted me to do a Let's Play of it, or just be more optimistic about it. Look, I'm happy for you. If you enjoy it, play it, have fun with it. Just please don't walk in front of the traffic trying to catch a Pokemon. Or if you see a Mewtwo or something like that, please look at your environment before you go leaping forward for that Mewtwo. Next is, some people's been asking me about Xbox Slim or Xbox Scorpion and the PlayStation Neo and PlayStation Slim. A lot of people's been freaking out about this, and people were asking me, what's my opinion? Is this bad for gaming? And what's my thoughts on this? And are people really surprised by this? I mean, I'm shocked that people actually still worry about this, because if you don't know that as a consumer, you create these kinds of business models. If you buy cell phones and buy computer components, and you're constantly upgrading and constantly buying stuff with the newest hardware, you're gonna cause a market to realize that they're gonna have to keep upgrading at a faster pace. You cannot. Technology's moving way too fast for what limited consoles. Even with these consoles we've got now are underpowered. If technology's moving so fast that they're gonna have to upgrade. There's no way they're gonna be able to last another 10 years like PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 did. So Now, is it bad for gaming? Now, I see we're going to be going more into digital form of this, because this will create an ecosystem where they don't have to recreate an entire new brand system. Like, say, PlayStation 5. You don't have to go off and buy all new games, buy all new hardware or devices to work with it. The upgraded version will have fully compatible with PlayStation 4 games and before compatibility. So probably even the games you bought digitally will work on the newer ones. Now, whether we get to like a PlayStation 5 and stuff like that, that's, I don't know. That's going to be a whole new hardware revision. But with like PlayStation Slim and PlayStation Neo or Xbox S and Xbox Slim, they're just upgraded hardware consoles. This is not actually anything new in the market. If you don't know, like PlayStation 1, even when the Slim models, or the PlayStation 2 and the Slim model, PlayStation 3 and a Slim model, they actually were improving the hardware with inside the hardware, making it faster and stronger and more power efficient, so it doesn't heat up as much. They were upgrading it minorly. Well, this one's just a bigger upgrade to be able to give you more performance if you're into that. Me, I personally don't care about game being a 1080p or 60 frames per second. If the game works and plays, that's all that matters to me. I want a functioning game. I don't care about resolution and graphics and high frame rate or anything. What I want is a working game. Just give me a working game, and I am the happiest, happiest gamer in the world. So, I mean, will I be buying PlayStation Slim or the Xbox Slim or any of those? I will look into them and be curious about them. Now, I will make a point out that I will maybe buy an Xbox Slim or an Xbox Scorpion and make a video about me seeing if it requires offline, online connection still. Because that's the reasons why I have not bought an Xbox One, and you know my reasons about buying a Wii U. If you don't know, if you're new to my channel or something like that, I'll post a link in the description below if you want to see the video where I talk about the Wii U and the Nintendo NX and Xbox One and stuff. But I will post the video. I will most likely buy the Xbox Slim and something like that, because I know a lot of people want to see this video, and I want to show that I want to know if the Xbox Slim or the Xbox Scorpion will still require an internet connection, or require me to have an internet connection to make a profile. If it does, I'm gonna have to say highly not recommend anyone buy an Xbox if it still requires an internet connection. Just one internet connection, it's a useless hardware. Next is the Mini NES. Now, a lot of people were really stoked at my job because I work with a lot of older people at my job, and they grew up with the NES. I grew up with the NES, but they have fond memories of it. And since it has an HDMI port, it's really cool. But 30 games? That's it? Now, I have already pet peeved that Nintendo actually still charges money for Super Mario on their Virtual Console. That's a game that should be just given for free. I'm sorry, I know that sounds ludicrous, and it just sounds like they're giving money away, but we're talking about an 8-bit game here. That's like 30 years old. Now, it's like, expected that game to be fully functional and working game. I don't know, I find it sickening that they still charge money virtually for this game. You don't even own it, and you're still trying to charge virtually for an 8-bit game that you can... Yes, it's illegal, can emulate to almost any kind of hardware out there. Your phone that you keep playing Pokemon Go can emulate a Nintendo NES. You can play the entire library of NES games on your phone. I mean it, you can. But... So, is the Mini NES going to be worth it? If you're really into the classic NES games and it comes with 30 games on it, 30 games, that's great for like, I think, $60. It sounds cool, and you get a hard copy of the game. So, I can't argue with that, because you do get a hard copy of all 30 games on your small NES, and it works with NES controllers. So, yeah, it's a cool little device, but anyone with common sense and practical money saving would see that this is just silly when you can have other means. Now, I agree that emulating is illegal and something that I don't encourage, but I do not frown upon emulation, because there's good reasons for emulation. I'll probably talk about that in another video of Let's Talk Gaming. But I just feel that this is just, you're paying, the only reason I buy it is just for I can hold a physical copy of the NESs. The games, to me, to this point, should be given away for free. Any games that old should just be allowed for anyone to be able to play. I actually would even say that Mario, the original Marios, should be allowed to be played on PlayStation and Xbox and on the PC. The original ones, the older ones, because it's just silly that these games are still being charged and only exclusive to one platform. And I'm not just talking about Nintendo's games. I'm talking about even like PlayStation 1 games and stuff like that. It's getting to the point where those games are so old that it just seems ridiculous that it's limited to one console. Now, these are games I want everyone to enjoy, everyone to experience. I don't want to say, well, you need to buy a Nintendo to play these classics. Now, I understand the importance of exclusives, but these are just classics. I just want everyone to experience these. I'm not saying that newer games that they release should be available on all platforms. It's just, it's been 30 years. 30, like over 30 years or something like that. I might be off on my dates. Now, don't pan on me. I'm just saying as an exaggeration. But, it's just, it seems silly that, at best, they should be like a nickel, for a game of that. Moving on, a lot of people were hyping over about this Nintendo stocks, about it being shooting up and stuff. Why do you care? Stocks mean nothing for the consumer. It really doesn't. It just means stocks for the opinions of the shareholders. They're going to see that there are values of stocks, so they're going to invest more into it, and that provides more money for Nintendo to do. Now, you could say that would provide more money for them to do business stuff, like make more games or make better deals or so on and so forth. But in the end, I don't think that it really won't affect anything of the gamer or consumer-based thing, because they're just going to use that money for... By Nintendo standards, they're really not going to do much with it. They're just going to keep building up higher, because they don't seem to really do much with their money in terms of actually game development and product making, because all their consoles are very underpowered, and their games are not very high-budget games. They require a lot of production. So, that's why Nintendo's really just been ranking in money, because they don't really use their money, really. I know that people are going to be upset about that, but stop and think about it. It's kind of true. Their hardware is weak, but it's not saying it's bad, but it is weaker. And then the games are not as demanding as, like, Uncharted 4 or something like that. It does not have the visual fidelity and all the budget and graphic design. It's cheaper to produce. There's just no way of going around that. Now, it does have a lot of refinement they do to make sure it's not buggy. That's something I praise Nintendo for, but that's just for another subject, for another matter. But, in stocks-wise, yay for them. Does that mean that I'm sad for Sony or something like that, or upset for Microsoft? I'm not a fanboy. I prefer to play PlayStation. That's it. Now, I have Nintendo Wii games. I have the NES cartridges. I have Xbox 360 games. I play all platforms of gaming. I just want to play games. I want to collect physical games. I don't care about who's winning the market or something like that. As long as they're still making games that work and fun and play, I'm a happy gamer. That's all that matters to me. I'm not some person who waves some flag and says, yay. If one company's going to mess up, I'm going to point it out. Whether it's Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo. It would say if Sony released the console, the PS4, that PlayStation 5 that required an internet connection one time, I would freaking hate Sony for that. And I would not buy a PlayStation 5 because of it. And I'm serious about that. If any of those consoles require one-time internet connection, you might as well just buy a PC. Because consoles are not supposed to require internet. Not once. Not ever should it require internet connection. That's just strictly PC. Consoles are supposed to be an offline experience. You never have to connect to the internet. Now, you might lose some benefits of it, but you should not have to be required to connect to the internet. Not once. But I'm getting kind of off subject about that. Sorry. I will touch about a lot of these money subjects. Like I said, this was just a quick summary of about all these kind of four subjects that people wanted me to talk about. And I just wanted to break it down really quickly because I didn't see no reason to make one whole fledged video for all of these. So go ahead and give me your thoughts, opinions. If you dislike what I said, you disagree, or you agree with what I said, that's perfectly fine. I love to hear your thoughts. I'm not some person that feels like I'm right, you're wrong kind of scenario. I'm always eager to hear what you guys got to say. So, I thank you all for watching. Like I said, I'll put some links in the descriptions if you want to check out some of the other videos I've talked about certain things. So, I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye!
It's that time again. It's time to learn the day's lesson. And to find out what it is, we turn to the Wheel of Morality. Wheel of Morality, turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson that we should learn. And the moral of today's story is...
Hello, this is Kagami.
Hey, Hiragi! It's me, Misao.
Oh, hey, how's it going? Oh. damn it. Nice job, Protector.
What the heck are you doing? You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. No worries.
So what's up? Why'd you call?
Oh, yeah. Why did I call you?
How should I know?
It was something really important, too.
Then don't forget it.
Yay!